little by little, more and more particles got fed into the hopper. So there were a couple hundred particles as in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. And then people started organizing these particles in family groups. Out of this, late 70s, early 80s, came the organization called the Standard Model. But it was a gradual process. And it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You got the right piece and everything fell together, and there was the painting of the box cover.
After studying thousands of these jigsaw puzzles, physicists began to understand what they were looking at. Rob Roth runs the giant detector that takes pictures of matter and antimatter collisions inside the Tevatron.
Behind me is an event display of a proton-antiproton collision occurring inside the CDF detector. You can imagine a proton coming from one direction in and out of the screen and colliding at the center point. And so by looking at the bend or curvature of the particle, if it's curved in one direction, that particle is positively charged. If it's bent in the opposite direction, that particle is negatively charged. So if you just break this event down, you can see a single long pink object pointing to a big cluster. The more the color, the more energy that particle adds. So you can see here in the single particle that gave up a bunch of energy right in the initial part of the calorimeter. That's indicative of an electron. Over here, you see a single line that's giving up energy in the back half of the detector, more characteristic of what a muon object would look like, a muon being a heavy electron. So we can start to get a lot of information by just looking at a couple of very simplistic ideas in terms of where the particles travel, how much they curve, and where they deposited energy in the detector.
Today, after years of reading these subatomic tea leaves, physicists feel they are getting closer to answering the question, what are we really made of?
The stuff that we are made of today only requires maybe a handful of little particles. The atoms on the outside are electrons whirling around, like planets, if you like. There's a nucleus in the middle of the atom, which we used to believe was made of protons and neutrons. Well, it is, but deeper down, they in turn, like drones at the heart of the cosmic onion, are made of little things called quarks. And two types of quark, an up quark and a down quark. And that's it. An up and a down quark joined together in different ways ultimately make the atomic nucleus. An electron whirling around the outside makes the atom. Throw in a neutrino, which is created in radioactive processes, and that's the basic particles that make up everything that you see around you. There's also photon light, which we are seeing with right now, and that pretty well is it.
Most of the atoms in our body are made of nuclei and electrons, and the nuclei themselves are made of protons and neutrons. So you say, what are the quarks made of? And that's where we're stuck. For the last 40, 50 years, we've been studying the quarks, try to find something inside, and we get the same results we have for the electron. There's nothing inside. The quarks don't have any size. The size, the radius of the quark is zero. It's a little bit like Alice in Wonderland. Remember when Alice saw the Cheshire cat sitting on a branch of a tree with a big smile? And much to Alice's great astonishment, right in front of her eyes, the Cheshire cat started to disappear. And finally, poof, it was gone. But it left behind one component, its smile.
That quark smile is a tiny box stuffed full of energy. All matter is actually made of energy that is congealed into particulate form. So that appears to be what we are made of, at least as far as we can see right now. But knowing this opens up an even greater mystery, which is, why does the stuff we are made of behave the way it does? Our explorations of matter reveal that everything is nearly hollow. You, me, and everything in the universe. It's all empty space with a few pinpricks of matter floating in a void like rocks adrift in the vastness of space. But how do these pinpricks of matter form into shapes and structures? There must be something holding it together, some sort of Today, we think we know what we're made out of. The incredibly small building blocks that form all the matter in the universe. But finding these bits and pieces of matter revealed another, even more challenging mystery. Why are things solid? Why do they have mass?
Matter is mostly empty space. Every now and then you find a point of an atom, but most of the time it's empty space. So that point of atom and that point of atom and so on, how are they held together? How are you held together? How am I held together? It's not glue, you know, it's not glue. It has to be some exchange of fundamental properties. That exchange of forces has to happen, even though you don't see it, has to happen at the global level everywhere.
Empty space isn't empty at all. It's filled with forces. When these men toss this basketball back and forth, they're transferring the momentum of the ball from one to the other, which pushes them apart. A complex exchange of invisible forces talking to each other.
So there are four fundamental forces. The gravitational force that everybody knows about, the electromagnetic force, which mostly everybody knows about, the weak force, which you don't know about, and the strong force, which you don't know about. The weak force is what determines radioactive decay, how uranium decays into whatever it decays into. That's governed by the weak forces. The strong forces are what holds the proton together, what holds the force into three pieces that form the proton. So us guys are doing the weak forces and the strong forces. And what we don't understand is the gravitational force, and we think we understand the electromagnetic force.
Just as we can't see the things we're made of, we can't see the fundamental forces around us, but we know they're there. Finding out how these forces work and where they came from in the first place is the great quest of modern physics. Solving this mystery could reveal the universe's most closely held secrets, not just what we're made of, but why the stuff inside us holds its shape. The key breakthrough in particle physics was the discovery that certain particles are actually force carriers. For instance, photons, particles of light, carry the electromagnetic force. All the forces have these carriers. We haven't found them all yet, but we found enough to know they're there. And we know enough about how they interact to realize that at extremely high temperatures, around 1 million billion degrees, the electromagnetic and the weak force begin to merge. This merging is called electroweak unification. You don't have to understand it. I certainly don't. But to physicists, it was like finding the missing link. It led the way to one of the most successful theories in the history of science, the Standard Model of particle physics. It's been proven correct again and again over the last 40 years. But there is a problem with the Standard Model. A big problem. And it goes back to the particle zoo. Strange particles that turn up when you smash together protons to see what's inside. Subatomic particles have a huge range of weight, or mass. For instance, one point-like quark can weigh 200 times more than the point-like electron. And these particles have even heavier cousins weighing 100,000 times more. The Standard Model cannot explain why there is such a wild range of masses, or even why particles have any mass at all. Fixing this problem became the next great quest of modern physics. Peter Higgs put a plug in it. Higgs theorized that a vast field stretching to infinity runs through everything. When certain kinds of particles interact with the field, that interaction is what gives those particles mass. If Higgs' theory becomes fact, we may find a force carrier called the Higgs boson. And this matching particle could theoretically be created in a particle accelerator. Gradually, experimental physicists became excited by Higgs' idea.
What happens with the theory is, of course, a small number of theorists push this idea, they love it, and little by little more and more theorists climb on board. It's like the train, whoop, whoop, we're going, taking off from the station.
And one of the great ironies of modern science, CERN, the organization that rejected Higgs' paper, has just spent $10 billion building a machine to find the Higgs particle. But what exactly is the Higgs? Ask a half dozen physicists, and you'll get a half dozen different answers.
The Higgs. It's a tricky thing. You come up with an analogy for Higgs boson.
There's the analogy with something being dragged through treacle, but for me that's misleading because this is a dissipation of energy. It isn't like that.
That's a bad analogy for the Higgs.
What I've read on the Higgs is, in my mind, very confusing. Here's the way I understand it. A bunch of reporters standing in a room, crowded room. And so me and President Obama want to make it from the entrance of this room to the exit of this room. So we go in, and what happens? Of course, all the reporters climb on Mr. Obama. No Bob over here, he just makes a beeline right to the exit door. So basically, with no inertia, I can make it to that door. Whereas Mr. Obama has a lot of inertia, a lot of mass. So this Higgs field affects one particle more so than another particle.
Well, when we see what they look like, we'll come up with a better analogy.
Another analogy. Something about cars or something. No, I don't know.
However you describe it, the Higgs solves a slew of problems, starting with the particle soup.
It's a very elegant idea because if you accept it, then our whole picture of particles becomes simple. There are not so many particles. It's the mass that makes it look as if there are many particles. A little bit like a kaleidoscope where you look in with a lot of mirrors, and there's only one little pattern, but it's reflected in mirrors, and it looks very complicated. The Higgs phenomenon is a very satisfying way of simplifying our standard model.
The Higgs gives mass to the basic seeds of matter, such as the electron in atoms and the quarks inside protons. Because the mass of the electron helps determine the size of the atom, the Higgs gives structure and form to everything we know. If you turned it off, you, me, your dog, and the planet would fly apart at the speed of light. So how do you find an invisible, seemingly undetectable force of nature? All the forces have related particles that we can see, given enough energy. With the right tool, we can create those force particles, although, as it turns out, it's taken nearly 50 years to develop the tools that may spot the Higgs. This is CERN's Large Hadron Collider. At full power, it can channel 7 trillion electron volts, making it by far the highest energy particle accelerator ever made. The higher energy levels of the LHC produce bigger collisions that spurt out more massive particles. This raises the odds that out of the millions of collisions produced each second, the LHC will find things humans have never seen before. Things like the Higgs. But the LHC will do much more than find a tiny particle, because what they really built at CERN is a Big Bang machine. While trying to solve the mystery of matter, physicists realize that they're on the trail of a much bigger mystery, perhaps the ultimate mystery. What happened in the first moments of creation? Right now, thousands of science detectives hunt the Higgs boson. The elusive
Yeah, one